Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn how to find the main conclusion of an argument. It's like the headline of a news article or the punchline of a joke. Look for clue words in arguments like therefore, so, thus, or hence. These words often introduce the main conclusion, guiding us to understand the writer's or speaker's main point. While finding the conclusion, differentiate between the main point and supporting details. The main point is what everything else is built around, not just any piece of information. If you can ask why about a statement and it requires further explanation, it's likely a supporting fact. The conclusion stands firm without needing a why. Another way to distinguish a conclusion from the other text is that the conclusion is supported by the other statements, and it does not support the other statements. Let's dive into an example to understand this better. Here's an argument for you. I studied hard for the test, therefore I will get excellent marks. We see the word therefore, which as we learned often introduces the main conclusion. So the conclusion here is, I will get excellent marks. Now the conclusion that I will get good marks with it is supported by the statement that I studied hard for my exam. This is how we differentiate between the main point and supporting details. Remember, practice makes perfect. So let's move on to another example in our next scene. Moving on to the next example, let's unravel this argument. It's raining outside, so I must take my umbrella. As we've learned, the statement that follows so is usually the conclusion. Therefore, I must take my umbrella is the conclusion here. If we question this with why, it doesn't require further explanation. Conversely, if we question the statement, it's raining outside, with why, the answer, because I must take my umbrella, doesn't make sense. This shows us that it's raining outside is the supporting detail that backs up the conclusion. Again, we see how the conclusion is the main point, and the supporting details provide the necessary justification.